What's up, guys? SAG here, and welcome to another episode of the Smithies FC Crew Mode. We're going to get underway here first by simming a game here against Shrewsbury quickly with a somewhat rotated squad, and we would end up getting a solid 2-1 victory. Paxton Aronson and Jake Matt with the goals. We'd have Feshner and Phillips starting in among the others there. So that was a solid one just to kick off the episode here. I believe this is episode 13? Should be episode 13 or 14 of the Smithies FC Career Mode. I've just been recording so many videos because I'm going to actually go on vacation soon, so I need to have them ready. Also, we have Miranda's position change. Remember, I said I need him to go up a lot overall in order for me to take a chance on him. And we convert him to CDM. He goes up to 54 overall. So for now, at least, I'm going to keep him. He's seen more position to be a center defensive mid, especially with his defending and his passing. So I know, obviously, that's his best position. We're going to throw Anchorman on him. It's going to improve his pace and his weak foot, which is super important to me. I was just looking at some other guys there quickly. And that would be that as we move on here. As you can see, we are 4th place, tied for 2nd technically with 2 other teams at 29 points, but we're losing on the tiebreaker on both. We have some details on Lance Gray. He's going to move on loan to SKA St. Paulton, so congrats to him. And right after here, we have a game against Bolton, so we're going to start with our press conference. Bolton were newly promoted just like us. As you can see, it's not been the greatest of starts, but you know what? We can still go up. We got this. I know we'll be better. So, really, I have to rotate the squad. Again, this is a lower league team, so I'm actually going to play this game, but I'm going to play with my rotation squad. And again, I want to see how they play. I want to feel how they play, really. So I want to see a game without Jake Matt, without Bashar, without Andrew. See how these other youth academy players play and see if some of these guys are ready. Really. So, we go to look into the laps. We have Jordan, Scully, Nielsen, and Nigel end up playing this game. Zachary Roberts. It was Moses Simon and Polino as the tandem. Ramos and Bradshaw on the wing. And Jacob Story plays a cam with Tanner Ward as the striker for this one. So, a somewhat rotated squad here. I didn't want to fully rotate it, but I kind of had to. So, this was the game that we were going to do it here. As you can see, the two teams shake hands. A rare game where we don't see Jake Matt. As we look to the Bolton lineup, again, most of the same. I don't see Ekinofola. He's out. He's back from loan. But Doyle is coming in there at the front. They're running that 4-2-3-1. Pulisic was another going to Kieran Lee. So we'll see how Bolton do in this one. This is a big game for them against the top team in Smithies FC, which last year they showed out against. We really struggled late in the season, but we showed up in the playoffs. But this season, we've just developed amazingly to another, again, a top-tier team in the EFL League One. As we are ready to get underway here at Mitchell Park, it's Smithies FC, and it's Bolton. As Tanner Ward gets us underway. Starting in the 9th minute, Jordan's going to find Moses Nyman. Nyman playing up front to Ramos. It's kind of the first time I get to see Miguel Ramos in the way he plays. As Jacob Story has it. Story, he's going to find Tanner Ward. Ward has Taylor Bradshaw. Taylor Bradshaw pushing forward. Here goes Taylor Bradshaw. Bradshaw looking. He's going to play to Tanner Ward. Big save. Rebound. Tanner Ward makes it 1-0. Big time finish there. And Smithies FC, just like that, have the lead. A nice cross from Bradshaw finding Tanner Ward. And Smithies FC showing out and showing up early here. I see Bradshaw making the run. He throws it in, and Tanner Ward heads it. Saved by the keeper, but he gets right on top of that rebound and puts it away easily as he has a wide open net. Kind of just a flex, and he just gets his body on it. And again, easy finish there. As that makes it 1-0 for Smithies FC. Tanner Ward there in the 12th minute. That's actually his 2nd goal in the league. Again, I'm looking for him to have a bigger role. Again, he's my backup striker. He's got to score a bit more than 2 goals. But again, it's early in the season, so it's okay. We'll get there. As we move on here, it's the 13th minute now. Kieran Lee has it right now. We had a goal here from Blackpool. That's pretty big. That's against Northampton, who are another lower league side. Blackpool were tied with us then for 2nd. to us, Blackpool, Hull City, and Luton Town has some distance at the top. Nice header there. It's now Moses Nyman with it. He's looking. He's got Miguel Ramos. Ward. Can he get it all wide? No, he can't. That's stolen. Here's Doyle. And that's taken away. Bradshaw with it. Ward. Ward, is he going to find Story? Yes, he is. He looks the other way. Jacob Story can make a run. Is it two? Yes, indeed. It's Jacob Story. It's Smithies FC doubling their lead. And he's in form, isn't he? Jacob Story, just fantastic. Mixing up his run. Ward finding him. And he makes no mistake as he finishes it right into the opposite corner. See, nice job with his left foot. And the keeper can't get to that. Nice job by Smithies FC. Just getting off to a great start. Jacob Story showing up when it matters the most. Smithies pleased with that. As it's a big goal for Jacob Story. It's actually his third in the EFL League One in the early days here. As we're ready to get kickoff again here, it's 2-0 for Smithies FC. As we move on here into the 24th minute, Azerbaijan Nielsen with it. Into Jones Scally. Scally with it. Looking. Is he going to find anyone? He's looking around. He's going to find Nielsen. Nielsen finds Ward. Ward. He has a through ball here for Story. Can Story make it 3? Oh, that is absolutely world class. That is cheeky. Oh, that chip was absolutely beautiful. Just the composure of Story there. Oh, that's nasty. My goodness, and it's going to be 3-0 for Smithies FC early on. Oh, look at that. The keeper's way out there. He's really aggressive, and Story recognizes that and makes sure he loops it over him. As that would be it. Smithies FC would go on to win this game 3-0 against Bolton. Big goals there, and we get the job done, really. We didn't even have to make any subs, so the other squad can be ready for the next game. So that was fantastic from us. I was really happy with that. It kind of showed that my rotation squad can play. Right after that, we have a game here against Hull City, which of course I'm going to play. And we go into the conference here. As again, it's been a good start season. Of course, we're going to get automatic promotion. I know we can do it. We need to be up in the EFL Championship. Well, staying down in the EFL League One could help us. I know players like Jake, Matt, and Andrew, they need to be up there again. I think we could be Hull City here. But yeah, players like Jake, Andrew, and Bashar, and Nigel, they need to be in the EFL Championship. So that's why I really desperately need us to get there. Again, still a three-way tie here as we are ready to get underway here at the KCOM Stadium. It's Smithies FC, and it's Hull City. See, it's still a three-way tie there at second with 32 points. Looking into the Hull starting lineup, they got Sharif up front. They got Ahmed Salam, DeWise down there in defense. Flores. They got Malik Wilkes. He's going to be pretty big probably for them. And they're running a 4-2-3-1 just like us. Again, this is huge. This is the first game actually at a real stadium in the game. So that's kind of cool. Other than, of course, our Mitchell Park, which is real. So we're at the KCOM Stadium here, home to Hull City. Looking at our setup, more of the same. Edgerman Nelson gets to start center back. Baldacimo Bashar, the CDM tandem. Santoro and Durate with Story and Jake Matt, of course. Who else? As our French striker. This is a big one. Really. This can help us take the lead over Hull for a second. As you can see, the two teams huddling here.
Enjoy the game.
As we are ready to get underway. This would be a big win for us at the KCOM Stadium. It's Hull City. And it's Smithies FC here. As we are ready to get underway here. It's a big one. I'm excited for this one as we get underway here in the 4th minute. Clark with it. Finding Smallwood. Smallwood. Looking around Hull City, applying some pressure early. It's Solemn. Solemn. Putting it in a box. Nice play there defensively by Nelson. Here's Andrew Santoro. He's going to look for Josh, but he turns it over. And now Hull City are pushing up into Smithy's end. Clark back with it again. Finding Smallwood. The left side tandem playing really well. Here's Solemn. Solemn cuts in. Solemn again. It's Clark. Clark throws it in the box for Wilkes, and he heads it over. Early chance there for Hull City, but they can't take advantage as Wilkes heads it over. Big chance there for them. As we move on to the 12th minute, here's Flores. Flores into Wilkes. Back to Flores. Here's Sheriff. Sheriff. Looking as he's going to play it to Wilkes. Wilkes is with it. Wilkes is through! And that's a big save there by Jordan. It hits off him and then it hits the post. Moving on here to the 21st minute. Flores with it. Sheriff finding Smallwood. Smallwood playing it out to Solemn. Solemn into Smallwood. Smallwood, Solemn. Tandem connecting here. Headed out. Here's Flores. Back to Honeyman. Honeyman. Looking. Can he find someone? He's going to look for Sheriff. It's 1-0. Hull City breakthrough. Nice ball to Sheriff there. And he finesses it right into the corner. The center backs get stretched. And, I mean, there was no shot for Jordan there. Absolutely none. As you see, nice play in here. And look at his finesse shot. I mean, he's so close to the goal. Again, Nielsen probably needs to do a better job following him there, but, I mean, no fullbacks are helping us. No CDMs are helping us. We're in trouble there, and we just got exposed there as Hull City take a 1-0 lead early in the 24th minute. It's Mohammed Sheriff. It's his third goal in the league campaign. As we move on here into the 31st minute, Hull are with it now. Sheriff back to Honeyman. They're looking for two here. Here's Sheriff. Well, Baldacimo did get a touch, but he couldn't get the ball back. It's played out to Coyle. Coyle, that's out of play. Here's Tolkien. Tolkien into Bashar. Bashar finding Story. Story looking around. He's going to look for Baldacimo. He's got him. Here's Baldacimo. Playing it to Jake Matt. Jake Matt looking around. He's got Jacob Story. Here goes Jacob Story for 1-1. Oh, big save there. Huge save. And it remains 1-0 for Hull City. As Greaves finds it Wilkes. It's Sheriff. Back to Wilkes. Wilkes is pushing here to make it 2-0 Hull City. Can Wilkes, he find someone? Nice play by Azerbaijan Nelson. And Bashar finding Story. Sorry, it's Nielsen. Story. He's going to look for Jake Matt. Jake Matt's now pushing. Jake Matt using his pace. Can Jake Matt make it 1-1? Oh, man. Story and Matt missing huge chances to even up this one. And Smithies FC still waiting for that equalizer at the KCOM here. Again, we're starting to find ourselves, but we got to find we got to put the finishing touches to nice setup play. As Long is ready to play it long. And that would really be it for half. The tough half, we've had some chances. We're going to get there. Hull City are a good team, but if we're going to win, we got to score in the second half. And we got to make sure that we dominate the ball. We can't let them have chances, really, to take advantage of. So, down 1 here, down 1-0 at the half, thanks to Sheriff. Again, at the KCOM Stadium here. As we move on to the second half, we start in the 58th minute. It's Andrew Santoro with it, finding Josh Matt. Josh looking for Nielsen. Nielsen has Andrew. Andrew making a run for it. Can Andrew find Jake? He's not. He's just going to go himself. Now he's going to look. He's got Jake. Here goes Jake Matt. Cuts in. It's Jake Matt. Big save there by the keeper. Making himself look big there. Just fantastic there. As it was kind of an awkward touch for Jake, and he couldn't do much up there. Keeper came out to get that. As Solemn coming out here for a sub here. It's a corner here, Andrew to take. It's Lewis Potter. It's in the game. Sorry, Durante is going to take this. He throws it in for Nielsen. That's blocked. Rebound with Baldacimo. Baldacimo with it. Still holding it up. Back to Tolkien. Tolkien. Still with Tolkien. Here's Nielsen. Jake Matt. in the Story. Story punting Andrew! It's 1-1. Smithies FC even it up with Hall. And Andrew Santoro. Just fantastic. Just great stuff from Andrew. Look at this. Nice ball through. And just a great finish there. Yeah, that is just fantastic from Andrew. Really showing up. Matters the most. It's his 4th goal in the EFL League One. And just like that, we even it up. We broke through. We did a great job in the second half, really, just showing up and pushing for that equalizer. As we move on here to the 76th minute, Sheriff is with it. He's going to play along to Lewis Potter. He had come in for Salam. Lewis Potter with it. Josh trying to chase him, but he can't get to it. It's in the box. Nigel, nice clearance. Here's Josh looking for Baldacimo. Baldacimo has Andrew to his right, and he's going to find Andrew. Here goes Andrew on the run. Andrew looking for a target. Durate's coming in for the far post. He throws it into Diego Durate. Oh, a big miss there for Durate. Putting it near post. And that keeps it at 1-1. But what is wrong with the Cats? Man, just shut up. Moving on here, Honeyman with the corner. Puts it in, nice clearance. And it's going to be out of play here. 84th minute. Both teams in search of a winner here. Has a fake throw, and now he's played the Wilkes. Wilkes back to Honeyman. Honeyman still, he's actually onside on this one. It's played in. Honeyman is going to try to throw it in to Sheriff. Sheriff in! The header, big save by Jordan. That is a huge save, and Josh Matt forces the corner. Great job by Jordan there. A close-up header, and it's a great reaction. Just hits his shoulder. We got really lucky on that one. As we move on a few minutes later here, Honeyman has it into Flores. Flores with the Lewis Potter. Lewis Potter finding Flores to Honeyman. Honeyman back to Wilkes. And Hull City find the winner. Here's Coyle. The Wilkes. We can't get it. Tolkien misses the tackle. Wilkes is pushing up. He plays it in. Nice header. But the rebounds with Hull City. Big save by Jordan. That is a huge save by Jordan to keep it at 1-1. And we get the ball back. Josh gets it back, finding Andrew. Andrew looks. He has Jake. Jake has someone long. It's Aronson. Aronson finds Bradshaw. Bradshaw's making the run. Bradshaw's free. Here he goes. He goes look for Paxton Aronson. It's 2-1. It's Smithies FC at the depth. And after getting pummeled by Hull City late, we find breakthrough. We survive and we get the winner. Here at the KCOM, Smithies FC will win 2-1. As you can see, Aaron's, again, it's just great tiki-taka. Really, what I gotta say. Because the fact that Jake, the first play was to Jake instead of Aronson was huge. Then Aronson makes the turnaround run. We find Aronson, who finds Bradshaw down the wing. A great ball by Aronson for Bradshaw. Aronson goes down, and Bradshaw, easy pass for Aronson, and it's Aronson's 3rd goal. It's a huge one for him, and it's a huge one for Smithies FC, as that secures us the win here at the KCOM Stadium, and more importantly, puts us 3 points above Hull in the table. Just fantastic here, as we win a crucial game here. Sorry, I just had some noises there. But as I was saying, Smithies FC, just fantastic. This is what we're all about. At the end of the day, at the full-time whistle, it's 2-1 for Smithies FC, thanks to Andrew Santoro and Paxton Aronson. As we move on here to the post-match interview, again, this could be a turning point for us, really. We need a game like this to really just put us on the right track, really. Because that was a huge swing late. We got that deciding goal. And I'm just happy with the way we played.
Thanks, that'll be all for today.
After giving up that first goal, we locked in defensively and we came back. And that's just great. We learned that Carbono and Baldacimo will be the ones out on international duty next for Team Canada, so that's pretty good. We won't lose anyone except Baldacimo, really, and Carbono. That's not much compared to what we've lost before on international break. Right after that, we had the Papa John's Trophy. We're going to throw the rotation squad in here for this one against Oldham Athletic. And we end up getting a 1-1 draw. Crest Oldham Athletic, they really fought there. Usually we dominate against them, but this game wasn't all the same. I guess it isn't last year. They got a new team. So let's look in the scan report here for our first Mateo De Bruyne from Ukraine. That's a maybe. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. Maybe, and I'll say yes for that. So not the greatest from there, but we found someone. Pumphrey, no. Pierce, no. Howard, I mean, he's a keeper. Dylan Moss, yes, we'll take Dylan Moss. That's a maybe. Nathan Gravel, Alan Johnson's a no. So that'll be that. Next up we have Zachary Blake, innocent, no. Ooh, Siaka Kambu, he looks pretty good. We're going to have to make a move here to get rid of someone. So who is it going to be? Maybe we can call someone up. Jason Bailey looks pretty nice here. But I don't think I'm going to promote him. We're going to promote La Decima because I know the team's really good. Oh, we got to release a player here. Who are we going to release? Oh, that's really close. Paredes is joining another team, so I can't. There's too many players released already. Okay, guys, just give me 1 second. I think I'm going to organize this out. Or am I just going to hold? Yeah, I think I'm just going to hold on Kawambo. Unless I get another guy, then I'll organize it. That's a no. Yeah, that's a no. So in the next one, I'll call up Kambu after I'm able to organize all this and be able to release everyone. But for now, let's look at the two guys we did have, which was Petro Mores, who's listed as a cam. Looks pretty much kind of like a cam to me, so I think that's a fair position, I think, for him. 17 years old, 55 overall. He's going to need some developing. He's going to need to go on loan. A lot soon. We're starting to get to the point where a lot of our players are going to need to go on loan to be able to develop. Here's Siaka Kambu, who we ended up calling up. I just had to do some maneuvering, but we did end up calling him up. Doesn't look too bad. He's got some solid physicals. He needs to improve his sprint speed. His defending isn't too bad. So I was kind of thinking, do I keep him as a fullback, or do I change his position to center back? But we have Nielsen. I think a low-high working rate, left-footed, 6'1". I think we gotta convert to a center back, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make him a center back. He just seems most fit for that. So that's what we're going to do. Last but not least, we have Dylan Moss, 53 overall, 15 years old. Looks pretty solid with the pace. He's got some good dribbling. Needs to work on his passing, his physicals, and his shooting. So all he really has is pace and dribbling. So I think first, let's work on support. I guess it's a bit of everything, so I wouldn't mind doing it. But do I work on his passing first? It's a tough decision. I guess we're going to work on passing first mainly. So wide midfielder will do. Right after that, we have a game here against Wigan Athletic. We're actually going to go sim this one and then play the game after that. So we go sim this one, and we end up getting a 3-1 win. Diego Durate with 2 of our goals and Jake Matt with the other. Pretty solid performance. I threw in the starting lineup because I wanted to guarantee a win. And we did that. We dominated this game like we were supposed to. So that's what I like to see from my first team. We are just dominant. in our games played. So that was a big win. As Tolkien says, thank you for listening there. We're just going to sim through a few days here in November. Looking at the table, we're second right now, 3 points ahead of Blackpool and Hull City, and we're only 3 points behind Luton Town. 2 games are rescheduled, the game versus Accrington Stanley here, and the game versus Luton Town in the FA Cup. Here, Tolkien wants to prove, you got this, bro. I got you, my guy. So, we go into this game against Peterborough here, who I believe were 11th in the table. And no Ricky J. Jones. He's coming off the bench on this one. Jack Taylor's in the lab, same with Clark Harris and Kent, who proved to be actually really important in this game. So this is an interesting line for Peterborough. They're running that 4-3-2-1, which is, of course, what I run. So that's pretty nice. As you can see, the two teams shaking hands here. Let's look into the Smithies FC starting lineup. More of the same, except a few changes. Taylor Bradshaw is going to play the left mid position, and Fashionary is going to play the other center back. So that's how we're going to rotate the squad to help for the next game. As we can see, the two teams are ready here to get underway. Jordan speaking to the players. We're ready here for a big away game between Peterborough and Smithies FC. As Clark Harris is ready to kick it off, as we are underway here between Smithies FC and Peterborough. As Taz Demir has it here, looking for Hamilton. Hamilton to Taylor. Taylor finding Miyashi to Taylor. Beavers. Butler. Beavers back to Butler. It's with Clark Harris now. Clark Harris is going to find Miyachi. Miyachi's through. Can Miyachi find someone in the box? No, he just turns. Then he finds Butler into Taylor. Taylor cuts in. Can he find someone? He finds Clark Harris. Back to Taylor. It's Taylor! Big save by Jordan. That is a huge one there. And it forces a corner. See, nice 1-2. And Jordan, man, he's been doing a good job getting his hand down on plays. He makes some great one-handed saves just stretching out. And he shows it time and time again. He showed it there. As now it's a corner here for Peterborough. It's Miyachi the take. As he plays it short to Schmadux. Here's Tesmadir. Schmadux. He turns here. He strikes! Oh, that is nice. Schmadux there. Jordan didn't even move. It was hit so well. With pace and precision, he puts Peterborough ahead here 1-0. Just fantastic. Just look at this. He turns and then just hits it with his left foot right into that corner. Look, sorry, with his right foot. I mean, nope. Absolutely zero chance at saving that Jordan had. Smithies is unhappy there. We're going to have to come back now. Down 1-0. Sammy Schmodex there. The name I hate saying there. Puts Peterborough up 1-0 with his third goal of the season. As we move on to the 17th minute here. Schmodex with it. He's looking. He's got Tismadir. It's a foul on Tolkien. They're going to play advantage. It's Clark Harris. Peterborough pushing up front. Nice tackle there by Nigel. Here's Bashar. Bashar finding Story. Story's looking. He has Jake Matt, but he's going to look for out wide. Here's Bradshaw. Bradshaw back to ball to Simo. Ball to Simo. Looking for Andrew. Andrew back to Michael. Ball to Simo! And it just gets deflected out wide. A nice chance for ball to Simo. They're a bit behind. As he forces a corner, as it actually did deflect off the Peterborough defender. I know it was really close there. It ends up being a corner at 21st minute. Here's Andrew to take. As he throws it in the box, that was cleared. Story on the rebound, that's blocked. And that's punched out. Here's Bradshaw. Bradshaw still with it. It's into Bashar. And then Nigel, and that's blocked. Here's Schmudux with it. Schmud expected to Smadier. Clark Harris. Schmuddox still with it. Can Peterborough push for a second? It's Tasmadier. Hamilton now. Hamilton finding Clark Harris. Clark Harris looking long for Miyachi. Miyachi's through. Nice play by Josh Matt. As he finds Andrew. Andrew now looking. Here's Bashar. And the ball to Simo. Nice play to give it to Nigel there. John Tolkien with it. To Jacob Story. Story into Bashar. Story. Here's Jake Matt. Jake Matt's with it. Finding Andrew. Andrew, nice play to Bashar. Into Story. Story finding Jake Matt. It's Jake Matt! It's 1-1. Smithies FC are finally even with Peterborough. And Jake Matt makes no mistake of that pass. We already knew that was in from the second he got it. You see, nice job just opening the pitch. Jake Matt makes that run through. And he does a nice job finishing that near post. That is fantastic from Jake. And now Smithies FC are back on the board here. As it's 1-1 here in the 30th minute. That's Jake Matt's 13th goal in the EFL League One. As we kick off again, Peterborough now even here with Smithies FC. Moving on to the 42nd minute now. Jake Matt's with it as he looks here for Jacob Story. Story pushing. He has a CDM to his right, but instead he's going to play it to Jake Matt. Jake Matt's through. Jake Matt plays it back into Michael Baldacimo! It's 2-1! Oh, how about that? Our CDM, Michael Baldacimo with the finesse. Wow! That was nice. Michael Baldacimo, my goodness. It's 2-1 for Smithies FC away now. We've turned it around here in Peterborough. Nice pass. Look at his turn, and he just finesses it right into the other corner like a camera striker. Look at this. He just turns, and he curls his foot around the ball. And the goalkeeper had no shot. It was hit so fast and hit so well. And Smithies FC are back in this one and back ahead. As that would be Michael Baldacimo's third goal in the EFL League One. He is really playing good for a CDM offensively. As we move on here, that would really be it for half. Smithies FC would be up 2-1 thanks to Jake Matt and Michael Baldacimo. My goodness. Peterborough did get one early, but we did a great job responding. We were persistent and resilient, and we found our goals just before half. So that was fantastic. It's Smithies FC 2 and Peterborough 1. As we move on. Starting the second half, we start in the 53rd minute here. Michael Baldacimo finding Story. Story with Bashar. Bashar's going to look out wide. No, he's going to go into Jake. Jake just looking around. Bashar making a run through. But Jake's going to find Jacob Story. It's Jacob Story! Oh, that's a finish. Talk about precision and accuracy. Jacob Story hits it off the post and in to make it 3-1 for Smithies FC in the 55th minute. Nice job by Jake Matt waiting for the gap to be pursued there by Jacob Story. And when Story gets there, we know where the ball is going, and that's in. Look at that. Oh, that's nice from Story. Puts his foot around it and gets it off the post and in. I mean, goodness. That was nice. And a good job by Bashar, too. He makes the run on the right, and it clears a space for Story there. And what will be Story's 5th goal in the league. He's been playing really well for us this season. He's developed really well, too. Moving on here to 65th minute. Here's Jacob Story. Looking to his right, he has Andrew, but he's going to cut back in and play it to Baldacimo. Baldacimo's with it. He does have Story here. He finds Story. Story's going to look and find Bashar here. Bashar into Story. Story back to Baldacimo. It's into Bradshaw. Taylor Bradshaw. It's 4-1. Smithies FC will win at Peterborough. And just nice and patient. And once the gap opened for Bradshaw, we knew where that ball was going, and that was the back of the net. As you can see, nice play, nice waiting. Nice job by Jake Matt pulling the fullback in, and Taylor Bradshaw with a nice finish. My goodness. Just fantastic there from Taylor Bradshaw, but mainly to me it's Jacob's Story and Jake Matt that combined to help that happen. Double sub made here. Tanner Ward coming on, and so is Miguel Ramos for Jacob's Story and Jake Matt late as they kick it off here. Peterborough just playing it around here. There's Win Mason finding Tassad Demir, but that's turned over. Here's Nigel. Nigel finding Fashionary. Fashionary with Bogard. Bogard finding Bashar. Bashar, he's got Tanner Ward. Tanner Ward just waiting here. He's going to play to Miguel Ramos. Ramos cuts back in. Back to Tanner Ward. It's Tanner Ward! It's 5-1. Smithies FC just with another insurance goal. And it's a nice confidence goal for Tanner Ward as he gets back on the score sheet here. It's nice to see your other striker that's left-footed start to really show up. Just fantastic there. Like, look at this finish from Tanner Ward. I mean, that's fantastic. As the keeper has no chance there. And, again, dominance personified today by Smithies FC. They really showed up in this one. As that is Tanner Ward's third goal in the EFL League One. A great performance by him and by Smithies FC. As we move on here into the 90th minute, it's Andrew Santoro into Tanner Ward. Tanner Ward finding Miguel Ramos. Can Miguel Ramos get on the board? It's Ramos is through, and it's a big save by the keeper there. Rebound! A nice play there. That was Bashar there trying to get the rebound. But no can do. As nice play by the defender, blocking that. As now it would turn out here to be a corner here for Andrew Santoro. Andrew's going to give it to Miguel Ramos. Ramos throws it in the box. Nice play by the keeper there. Less than a minute to go before it's full time. Peterborough with it. Clark Morris to Sadamir. Taylor. It's into Mason, and that's it. Smithies FC get the win here at Peterborough. 5-1. Just dominant today. That is what I want to see from this team. Night in and night out. Again, key performances from everybody. Tanner Ward getting the last one of the goals. Even Paxton Aronson really showing up. I mean, everyone showed up. 5-1. Even the backups, right when they got on, Tanner Ward put one away. Baldacimo, Story, Matt, Bradshaw, and Ward with the goals. And a big win for Smithies FC. As we go into the post-game interview here. Again, we're going to be good. I know we're going to be good. We're going to be able to pull wins together, and we're doing that lately. We've really been doing that. Durante, I mean, come on now. We're going to rotate the squad when we need to. Bradshaw's a really good player. He really is. He can develop just similar to Durante. So looking at the table, we're 5 points ahead of third and only 2 points behind first. So 1 point behind first. So that's really tight there. Night after this, we'd have a game to sim here against Northampton. So we go to sim that, and we end up getting a big win there, 2-1. Telmo Palimo with the winner. Miguel Ramos had ended up getting the first goal. They got one late from Rose, but that goal from Palimo proved to be the late winner. As we move on from here, after we have a big game against Ipswich, but before that, Miguel Ramos has his position changed, so he's now going to be officially the backup right mid to Andrew Santoro unless something changes. He's right-footed. It only made sense that I move him so I can give him some more playing time. So, because to me that's really important when it comes to developing these players. So he already has 5-star weak foot, so I thought, let's do support midfielder so we can get that pace up, and he's a pretty decent defender. So I thought that was really important as we move on here. Our next game here actually is against Ipswich Town, but first, Kamembu actually makes his move from left back to center back. I hope I recognize that. Yeah, I did. Starts at 55 overall and only goes up 1 overall, so he wasn't that much better overall as a center back, but it kind of makes sense. He only had 53 defending, but still, it was pretty low, I'd say. But he's definitely going to get better. He's going to turn into an amazing center back, and I know that's true. As we are ready here. Here's Ipswich starting lineup. Holy's in net. They got Dazzle, El Muzi. They got Norwood, Gillian Edwards among the others. They got a solid squad here, I'll be honest. Running a 4-2-3-1. Sorry, I almost fell asleep there. I was like so tired here, but I guess I got to do 14 more minutes of this commentary here. You know, the grind is real after I just came off pro clubs, so as you see the two teams shaking hands. Ipswich really in an interesting position. Let's look into the Smithies FC lineup. They got Nielsen back at that center back, and Diego Durante back at that left mid. Other than that, we got nothing new. The regular stars are out and set and ready to play. Here, as the Ipswich Town team are ready, the Smithies FC team is huddling around. Jordan preparing his men here. Jordan and Nigel preparing his team for a huge game here. It's Smithies FC. It's Ipswich Town as we are ready to get underway. As we are underway here in Ipswich. Starting in the 4th minute here, Ipswich with the ball. But now it's going to be a throw in for us. It's thrown in here back to Josh Matt. Josh Matt looking, he's got Nielsen. Nielsen to Nigel. Nigel and the ball to Simo. Ball to Simo. Nice play across. Here's Bashar. Bashar playing it to Story. Story on the turn. Story with the strike. Big time save there early on by Holy. As he tried to finesse into the corner. Just got around Jake there and just couldn't get it going, really, could he? As now it's a corner here. Durate to take. He puts it in, and that doesn't do much. Here's Andrew. Here's ball to Simo. And still with ball to Simo. My goodness, ball to Simo's work ethic is top tier. Still in the 9th minute here. Durate now to put in another cross. As Durate puts it in, and that's going to be headed out wide for a goal kick in the 10th minute. Still 0-0. He was looking for Nielsen, who actually is a really good target because he's actually the tallest one on the team. Other than if you put Trevor Morgan in the game, he's even taller. He's huge. Huge, huge. Moving on here to the 16th minute. It's Andrew. Andrew looking. Is he going to find Jake? Yes, he will. Jake Matt's through. Here goes Jake Matt. Jake Matt here with the strike. And it's 2-2. Sorry, 2-2. I'm looking at the wrong score. It's 1-0. What the? 1-0 for Smithies FC. I've been playing too much pro clubs, guys. As a big goal there. Just puts us in the lead. Again, I'm used to seeing that from Jake. He is absolutely money when it comes to finishing. Just unreal from Jake Matt. Smithy's happy about this one. It's a big goal for Jake Matt. I believe it's his 11th. It's his 11th goal. How's it his 11th goal? But I said it was 13 before. I must have included the preseason tournament there. As Smithies and Ipswich are ready to get back on their way here in the 22nd minute. Ipswich with it. And it's El Mazundi. El Mazundi back to Downs. Downs. Still with it. And now it's taken over here. It's Durate. But that's pulled back. The strike! It's 1-1. Just like that, James Norwood makes it 1-1 for Ipswich Town. A huge goal for them. That just really came out of nowhere. Just shocking defending from Smithies FC after they turned it over. I mean, just 2 touches there. Just giving the keeper no chance really to save it and no one the time to prepare for this. But nevertheless, Norwood getting a huge goal here. And now James Norwood is making it 2-0. Again, he's making amazing progress in his campaign here for goals. As we are ready to get back underway here at Ipswich. Now it's a corner here, taken in, and we headed out. But still with them.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
As that was a big save by Jordan there, and that's nearly leans at half, but Tolkien's with it. Can Tolkien find someone? He's going to look for Durate. Can Durate keep that in? Here's Diego Durate. Durate cuts in. He's looking for Story. Story with the finesse. Easy right out the keeper. And Smithies FC are tied 1-1. Again, a decent half. We got a nice goal there early from Jake Matt. But after that, they got one right back after an amazing quick finish there by James Norwood. 6 minutes later, and it's 1-1 here at the half in Ipswich. And I apologize if my mic's coming in and out. I sincerely apologize about that. Moving on to a few minutes into the second half, Jacob Story with it. Looking, he's got Andrew. Andrew with it to Jake. Jake still looking. He's going to find a man. He's got Baldacimo. It's Michael Baldacimo. Back to Jake Matt. It's 2-1. Baldacimo and Matt combined for a huge goal for Smithies FC. And that was class from Michael Baldacimo. The patience for a CDM. To do that 1-2 with Jake Matt, I mean, that's quality. Splits it right in between the defenders, and Jake Matt makes no mistake about it. It's an easy finish for him. And it's Smithies FC up right now by a score of 2-1. Can we hold on to this lead? I don't know. We'll have to see about this one. Again, Jake Matt showing up consistently. That's his 12th goal. I thought it was 13. I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking ahead to another game. But again, Jake Matt, just huge for us as we move on here. 52nd minute still. Ipswich playing it around. Now we move on to the 66th minute. Downs. Back to Kenlock. Kenlock. Is he going to play along? Yes, he will. Here comes Ipswich. It's Fulami with it. Puts it in the box. Far post. It's 2-2. Ipswich Town find an equalizer. Nice cross there. Is that Norwood again? Or is that Gilwins? I think that's Gilwins there. I mean, that was a great cross, waiting for someone to hit it. And Gilwins made no mistake as he headed it right into the near post. Look at this. That's just a great ball. And Jordan was somewhat in position, but the power on it was just so much that he couldn't take it. Sorry, it was Edwards, not Gilwins. Exactly. So, again, a huge goal for Ipswich Town, but Smithies FC do need to be better. And just like that, it's 2-2. Gillian Edwards, is the one that scored it. I apologize officially about that. Moving in a sub here, Diego Durate coming off here, Taylor Bradshaw coming on, the usual subs here to try to push to get what would be a huge win here as we move on here into the 81st minute. Another sub's going to be made here. Nolan is coming on for Eleanor Zunzi, and Tanner Ward's going to come on for Jake Matt, making kind of an aggressive sub, but I trust Tanner Ward that he's going to really help us, especially with the crosses. Here goes the header here. Paxton Aronson with it. Here's Andrew Santoro. Here's Tanner Ward. And Aronson. It's Paxton Aronson! It's 3-2. Smithies FC take the lead back thanks to Paxton Aronson's late goal. He has been playing amazing lately, finding the right the right times to run though. And he's been finishing every chance he's gotten. Look, Aronson here, bam, right into the right corner. I mean, he made no mistake about it. That's not the easiest of angles, but for Paxton Aronson, he makes it look easy. And that's what makes him so great. Smithy's happy about that one, as it's Smithies FC 3, and it's Ipswich Town 2. Now, can we keep the lead here late? We'll figure it out here. as we are ready to get kicked off here at Ipswich. As we move on here in the 89th minute, it's Fulami playing to Downs. Downs looking for Edwards. Nice play by Tolkien. It's ball to Simo. With Story. Story here. Nice play there. It's Tanner Ward. Ward's going to look out right for Andrew. Andrew's making a run towards it. Nice pressure there from the Ipswich defenders. Into Aronson. Aronson into Ward. It's Tanner Ward. What a block. You know, Ipswich have a chance to tie it. Downs is with it. Pulami's making the run. Pulami has someone up front. Nice slide tackle, but they're still with it. He's pushing. Cutting in. Still with it. And he's through. And that's a huge goal. It's 3-3 late, last minute. Ipswich Town have found an equalizer. And oh my goodness, I think it's Ewing Edwards again. Just so annoying. Him and Norwood, basically almost the exact same player, have been tearing us apart today. Again, nice play around, and no doubt about that finish. It's going to end 3-3. Ipswich Town and Smithies FC will share the points. And what could have been easily a win for us, but we really just could not take advantage of it. We definitely have to be better there. As again, James Norwood, nice job, man. Gotta give them credit where it's due. They fought. Every time they could see, they fought back. So that was great to see. And now would be the full-time whistle. It's 3-3, a win that slipped away from us, really, if we're being honest. Big game for Norwood and Edwards. They really showed up for Ipswich Town. For us, Paxton Aronson and Jake Matt, I think, were the big ones in this one. It's always going to be Jake Matt, but Paxton Aronson lately has been absolutely fantastic. But an away game, 3 points against the top contender, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as people think, but I thought we could have been better. And we're going to get there into getting those big results like we did against Hull City. As we are about to move on to the post-game press conference, or else I'm going to edit this. I see some of the results around the league here. As we go into the post-match press conference interview. Decent day, really, in total. Ipswich were a good team. And, again, Jake, Matt, and Story were both great. Well, Story didn't play. Paxton Aronson played. Paxton Aronson was great, though. It's been a great season, but look where we are on the table. We're not exactly first, but we're on our way there. And, again, we're getting better. We're getting there.
Thanks so much.
Hopefully we get a November, December return to normalcy in basketball. But for now, just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. I don't know, I was talking about basketball. We have a loan here for Taylor Brooks, really. So hopefully he goes out on loan for the winter transfer window. Next up, we have a game here against Accrington Stanley. We go into the pregame press conference. Again, we've had a fantastic campaign. We've been really good, but we still have some work to do. We're not really halfway through the season. Again, we're not going to underestimate them. We're going to make sure we play solid against them. And I really want to win in this one. And what really I think is a big game. As we go on to simulate this one, the last sim of the day. And we end up only getting a draw, a 0-0 draw. Accrington Stanley playing really well. They held us the entire game. Hull City get a win in their game. I didn't see the other one. But just like that, in the table, it doesn't show actually. I got to show it after. We play Luton Town in the FA Cup first, which I will not show. That'll be next episode. We win Manager of the Month. Barton has a loan offer here from Darmstadt. I'm just going to delegate that to a short loan. And then we have the youth scoring report. And let's look at the table here. Let's round this episode up. Thank you all for tuning in here. We have Luton Town next in the FA Cup. In the EFL League 1, we are first place. We are tied for first place with Luton Town. Hull City's 3 points down on us. 3 points below that is Blackpool, and then there's Ipswich, Charlton, Rotherham, and Peterborough in the table. So that's what's looking like. In the relegation zone, we have Shrewsbury, Bolton, Iobin, Lincoln City, and Northampton. Exeter City and a few other teams are watching closely when it comes to the relegation situation. They're definitely not out of the loop. Looking at the calendar here, we have Luton Town, Pop John Trophy game against Shrewsbury, Crewe Alexandria, Accrington Stanley, Ipswich, Luton Town, and Fleetwood. After that, Bolton, Shrewsbury, Lincoln City, Charlton Town, and Northampton. So thank you all for tuning in here. Like you see in the next game, we're playing Luton Town. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all like, comment, and subscribe.